Well, welcome to News on the Feed. Network security is a top concern for many businesses, but I was shocked to learn that many companies are double paying for encryption and slowing down their networks at the same time. Our guest today, Patrick MeLampy, raised the issue on a recent blog post. Patrick, why is this happening?
Well, it's fascinating. You know, as much as 80% of everything that you do on the internet today is already encrypted. Even things like Netflix are encrypted, Facebook, Google, email, Gmail, all the webmail stuff is encrypted. Almost every website you go to for shopping is encrypted. And inside your business, when you're working on your business applications, most of those are already encrypted as well. And so what people do today is they use WAN solutions that use IPsec tunnels. And the IPsec tunnels actually re-encrypt information that's already encrypted. And when they do that re-encryption, they add a substantial number of bytes, frequently somewhere around 30 bytes per packet, maybe more. There's also tunnel overhead added on top of the encryption overhead. And encryption actually takes a lot of CPU time. It's one of the most intensive things that an edge router does, if it's doing encryption, is encrypting traffic. And so 80% of this traffic is already encrypted, and you're re-encrypting it again. And it has all these subsequent inefficiencies that it causes, including sometimes it causes packet fragmentation, which it's basically a packet gets too big, it has to be cut in half and sent as two packets. And then on the other side, those two packets have to be put back together again and taped back up and sent on their way. So it's a massive amount of inefficiency, invariably adding latency as well. We've seen that it can add between 40 and 50 milliseconds of latency to go through a software-based encryption and decryption, tunneling, encapsulation, and de-encapsulation solution. So in general, why do it if you don't have to? And if 80% of the time you don't have to, why would you not want a solution where you didn't have to re-encrypt stuff that's already encrypted?
Yeah, no, I mean, that is fascinating. I completely agree. So I guess one of the biggest questions is, like, what do people do so that they aren't double encrypting?
Well, for you to avoid double encrypting, you have to get away from using IPsec tunnels, because IPsec tunnels can't send traffic that isn't re-encrypted. It's not possible for them. They have to re-encrypt everything. And so for that 20% of the traffic that's unencrypted, what you really need to do is try to find a way to only encrypt that traffic. What we do at Juniper Networks with the SSR product is we actually route sessions. We actually don't use tunnels. We use a session smart router, and that's the Juniper SSR, that actually routes sessions one by one instead of putting them all into a big tunnel. And that way we can re-encrypt or encrypt only the 20% of traffic that needs encryption and avoid the re-encryption penalty.
That's amazing. So if someone is facing double encryption now or wants to learn more, what do you recommend that they do?
They really should give us a call, because there are so many benefits beyond double encryption associated with a session smart router, starting with security and being more efficient and on bandwidth across the board. There's so many other benefits. They should definitely give us a call, and we can show you how you can avoid re-encryption and get a lot of other benefits as well.
That's awesome. Well, Patrick, thank you so much for your time. Thanks for joining the show. So for any of our viewers, if you're interested in learning more, simply click the link below to see adaptive encryption in action with our session smart routing demo. And there's also a link to the blog. So thanks again, Patrick, and I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their day.